If we could live in this moment and just hold it.
We actually met several years ago at my brother-in-law's party, but it was just kind of like in passing. And so we never thought about each other ever again after that. Last February, we met at a Super Bowl party, was introduced, and this particular time, my sister was playing matchmaker, and both of us were fighting it.
Right, because I was getting out of a bad relationship. She wasn't in a relationship for a while, and so we kind of was like not wanting to be with each other.
I think it was our first time having a date, and then we was like, oh, okay, well, he seemed cool, or she seemed cool.
Actually, she said, this is gonna be the last time I reach out to you.
Oh, yeah.
But in between that, I had gotten sick, really sick. I ate some bad food, and I was talking to her on the phone about it, and she said, let me let you go and let you handle that. I'm like, you're gonna let me lie on the floor in a fetal position and die, and then you're gonna hang up on me? So I was really skeptical about where this is gonna go.
Well, that first date proved it wrong. After that, it just kind of took off.
Yeah, it did.
One other thing, he texted me on a Sunday one day, and I was in church, and he was like, oh, happy Sunday. And I, may have said good morning back. And then later on, he said, sorry, I couldn't text back. I was in church. And I said, oh, okay. Well, maybe it's worth giving him another shot.
The spiritual part played a big role into us really connecting. We started vibing each other's on a spiritual level, and started focusing on our relationship with some intent. It's been a short period, but with that intent, I wasn't gonna hold her up and just mess around in the relationship. Mm-hmm. So
we actually made our relationship official on Easter of last year in 2024. And so he ended up proposing on Easter of this year.
Yeah.
For me, that was a surprise because I didn't think that it was happening on Easter. Like, based on what we discussed, I thought it was coming like later on. So that was a surprise to me.
I had to throw her off a little bit. It wasn't traditional, so I had the ring in my pocket, and it was just, the casing was just bending up because I was sweating. And so I was like, I'm gonna be cool about this. This is nothing. So when I went to propose to her, we was in her dad's garage, and my best man, and I said, hey man, I'm getting ready to do it. And he was like, well, I'm gonna segue you into something, and you just piggyback off of that. And so they was talking about taking a trip to Florida, and I stepped in front of her and I said, this will be the final trip of your life. Will you marry me? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
I know I'm gonna cry. I know I'm gonna be nervous. Although I'm like as close as it's getting, I'm getting more nervous. I'll admit it. Yeah, but it's excitement. There's so much excitement there. And it's just like the group of people that we're around, they're pouring into us, and they're loving this too.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm nervous, but as the time nears, I'm very excited. For me, the companionship, and growing with him, building, just loving each other.
It's amazing. I mean, it's amazing to be able to just know that if something happens to you, she has my back. I don't even have to ask twice. Mm-hmm. I possibly don't have to ask at all. She'll know. So that's great for me because I've never had that in any relationship. So you're gonna make. I cry a lot, so I will get emotional because I've never experienced a woman like this ever.
Time will be frozen for
Well, her nickname is Bubbles because she never laughs out loud about stuff unless it's super corny. Straight face about something, I'm just like, okay, Bubbles, and she'll start laughing.
His is hoops. When I first met him years ago, he's not going to admit to this, but he had a hoop
will.
earring in his ear.
I did not. Nothing's wrong with hoop. I just know I did it.
We was just pouring off information. He was like, yeah, she left me in a fetal position. I'm like, dang, did they have to know that?